Episode 12 of Delicious in Dungeon begins where we left off in Episode 11 with Leos staring at Fallon's skull. He plans to find all of Fallon's bones and take them to the resurrection office. Chilchick helps Leos and Marcel tells them to stop. She feels if they take Fallon's remains to the resurrection office, it won't lead to a successful outcome. Instead, she suggests Leos and the others bring a revival specialist here to resurrect Fallon. Marcel informs the others they'll need a lot of fresh meat to fulfill the restoration requirements. She suggests using the red dragon's meat and Chilchick finds Marcel's sentiments absurd. Marcel reveals she knows how to perform an ancient type of resurrection magic. She didn't want to inform anyone out of fear that they'd look at her differently. Moreover, it's a type of forbidden magic in this universe. Marcel asks Leos if she should perform some type of black magic ritual on Fallon. Leos gives her the green light to do it. Marcel uses her blood to create a circle in the area. Marcel wants them to gather Fallon's bones and assemble her skeleton. Leos suggests they assemble the warg skeletons too. We receive a brief scene of our heroes putting each skeleton together. Once our heroes finish assembling Fallon's and the two warg skeletons, Chilchick asks if Marcel's magic will resurrect the two wargs. Marcel says she can only resurrect humans since their souls are bound to the dungeon. Marcel performs the forbidden spell. Midway through her performance, she collapses to the ground. Leos walks over to Fallon's body and Fallon wakes up. Chilchick notices her airways are filled with blood, so Leos tells Fallon to cough it up. Fallon comes to, so Leos navigates toward Marcel and wakes her up. Marcel hugs Fallon and is glad to see her again. Chilchick heads toward Fallon and introduces her to Senshi. After hearing Fallon's stomach rumbling, Leos suggests they whip up a meal. Before that, Marcel and Fallon head to a bathing area to clean themselves up. Marcel tells Fallon she shouldn't use her magic and to get accustomed to her body again. Fallon starts questioning things regarding the Red Dragon, Namari and Shuro, and Marcel's dark magic circle. Fallon apologizes to Marcel for using forbidden magic to bring her back. Marcel tells Fallon not to worry about it. Also, Marcel says she'll erase the magic circle before they leave. She feels they should start contemplating ways to return to the surface world. We cut to Leos and Chilchick conversing about their next course of action. Leos says they should set their sights on returning to the surface world. Chilchick shares his concerns for their lack of funds. Additionally, he questions Leos about Marcel's dark magic capabilities. Chilchick wonders if Marcel's a dark elf. If so, he feels she could cause them problems down the pipeline. Marcel overhears Chilchick talking down about her and confronts him. Marcel tells Chilchick that healing magic could be used in torturous ways. By and large, Marcel wants to find ways to make forbidden magic useful to people. Leos questions where Senshi is. Fallon says he passed by her and was carrying some cooking equipment. They realize Senshi plans to cook near the Red Dragon. Leos and the others plan to stop Senshi from cooking in that area because Leos forgot he removed its fuel organ. If Senshi lights a fire near the Red Dragon, everything around him will explode. Leos and the others reach Senshi, but it's too late. Thankfully, Fallon somehow casts defensive magic to protect Senshi from perishing. Marcel rushes to Fallon and asks her how she pulled it off without chanting. Fallon's unsure how she did it. After that, Senshi decides to whip up several meals for his allies to try. While our heroes eat, Marcel informs Fallon that they've been eating monster-themed dishes since she perished. Fallon finds that fascinating and asks Marcel and the others to tell her what type of monsters they are. Leos lists a few monsters and Fallon finds everything intriguing. Chilchick tells Leos to show her Kensuk, the monster inside his sword. Leos places his sword in front of Fallon and she interacts with Kensuk. Marcel's baffled that Leos never told her and the others that he swiped this mollusk creature from their battle with the living armor creatures. Kensuke moves away from Leos and Leos apologizes to his comrades for not informing them about Kensuke earlier. Leos says he planned to get rid of this sword for a better one but found Kensuke's monster detection skills convenient. Leos says he'll keep Kensuke around until he can get a better sword. After that, our heroes head somewhere to get some rest. Fallon notices a little girl nearby and promises her she and the others will leave this place tomorrow. Leos questions who Fallon is speaking to. Before Fallon heads to sleep with Marcel, she visits Leos and notices the wound he obtained from his battle with the Red Dragon. Fallon heals Leos's wound and wonders if he is being reckless. Leos scolds Fallon for being reckless in episode 1 and says he wouldn't have gotten this injury if she hadn't done what she did. The two hug it out and Leos wishes Fallon a good night's rest. Later, someone wanders upon Marcel's magic circle and the Red Dragon's corpse. The episode closes with this individual turning out to be a dark elf. The episode review. After battling aquatic and metallic beasts, our heroes achieved their mission of rescuing Fallon. However, it came at the cost of Marcel relying on a spooky form of magic to pull it off. With that said, this episode felt more dark compared to previous chapters. From Marcel's resurrection spell to Fallon speaking with a ghostly figure, this series might be setting fans up for more horrific experiences. Also, the dark elf at the end may entice folks to ponder deeply. Upon closer inspection, this dark elf looks similar to the one that Leos encountered during his painting-hopping shenanigans in episode 6. Whether or not this is the same dark elf begs to be seen. Dark elf aside, it was great seeing Fallon chat with everyone, whether humorously or dramatically. It'll also be interesting to see her chat with Namari and Shuro in future episodes. Overall, this was a great chapter of Delicious in Dungeon. It contained your typical cooking and chatting shenanigans. Yet, it offers some levels of intrigue with the spells and dark material present within it. I'm excited to see where our hero's journey leads them next.